Shadow Man. I have a few short experiences to tell. This all started when I was about 12. I'm 19 now. My sister Zoe, father, stepmother at the time, and her two daughters, Jade, my age, and Maddie, my sister's age, were camping. We had only been there for a day and everything was fine. Then me and my sisters decided we were going to go to the stream by ourselves. My father gave us a walkie-talkie so we could keep in contact while we were gone. Now, the place we were going was surrounded by bush, and to get there, you had to go down a little path through it. We spent a while with our shoes off and splashing in the water when Jade said she could see someone standing in amongst the trees. We all looked and saw a figure. It was black, but you could tell it was the shape of a man. You couldn't see the face. We stared for a few seconds, and then he disappeared. We forgot about it and kept playing in the water, but I felt a little uneasy. A while later, we looked back wanting to know if he was still there, and he was. Everything was silent. I could hardly hear the rapids in the little stream. We stopped looking after about 20 minutes and headed back to the campsite. My sisters lingered behind, and I was about 20 meters ahead of them, but we couldn't see each other. I heard a twig snap behind me and I turned to look, assuming they had caught up to me. Nope. I turned to see the tall, dark, black figure literally a foot behind me, so I started running. The whole time I could feel him close behind. I ran as fast as I could until I was out in the open campground. He was gone. My sisters came out not long after, and I told them what had happened. I asked, but none of them had seen him behind me. They were too far behind and the path was windy, so they were around a corner from me most of the time. Throughout our camping trip, we didn't see him around as much, but occasionally would see him just standing there. Fast forward a couple years and we go back there with my father's new girlfriend and her daughter Stella. I can't recall this trip as much, but I know for a fact that Stella saw him too. 3 years ago, I started seeing him at my fucking house. Just anywhere and everywhere, really. One day, I was out in the backyard, and I started to lean down to pet my cat when in my peripheral vision I saw him right behind me. I ignored him as he's never really done anything harmful. Looked solely at my cat as to block him out. As I do, I feel a hand grab my hair and tug. I immediately spun around. Nothing there. I fucked off inside as I was spooked a bit. I now live with my boyfriend and can't say I've seen it again. I sometimes see a shadow move behind me in the reflection of the TV, but when I look behind me, there's nothing there, so I just chalk it up to a trick of the light. I did hear something recently. This is the most recent event I've had. My boyfriend's alarm went off for work, waking me up. He switched it off, but lay in bed a bit longer. I was awake then, facing my boyfriend's back. One eye closed as it was smushed against the pillow. Suddenly, I shit you not, I hear someone whisper my name in my ear. It was so clear and I could even feel the cold breath on me. I sat up and said to my boyfriend, "Did you just say my name?" He looked confused. He was just sitting there playing on his phone. "No," he said he hadn't, which I believed, because it was a female's voice. This doesn't really relate to my other experiences, but I thought I'd throw it in anyways.